She's got her eloquence on lock, so you can't refute her. The police, they popped the Glock and decided it was best to shoot her. You're probably wondering, why? Couldn't say if I tried. How much of this will fly? What will we? Now let's slide. He's in love with a monster. Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking. Not sure if you can tell from that, but if not, then you will have read the title. We're back for the last MidoriStories episode of, well, video of anything, actually, before Not Your Average Girl, the one that I have been hoping to get to since we started reviewing The Green Knight. Not sure how long ago now, probably way longer than I imagine in my head. So, with that in mind, if everyone remembers what happened last time. If not, think WinterFire, but worse. And Bon asked me what WinterFire was beforehand. WinterFire is another MidoriStories project that's somewhere in the future. It's just that a lot more people have seen that one, so they know by comparison. Similarly to how I'd Risk My Life for You was the prototype series for Taming the Bad Boy, this set of too many movies laid a lot of the foundation for what went into WinterFire, and some of the stuff that didn't quite make the cut. Thankfully so. And a lot of those things will probably continue to be brought up now. If anyone hasn't recapped it, I haven't recapped everything, but there you go. We're going to go through that now. But right after we go the chat. So Jacob overlay is scary. Yeah, I think Bon also mentioned that it's very reminiscent of the Origins thumbnail, and yeah, it was actually inspired by that one. But yeah, thank you for the $10, by the way, Ghosty. Wish I could join, but I have stuff to do. If in the Mindscape campaign I'm running, we're about to fight an Eldritch Child. Well, best of luck with that. You're probably already doing it already, but there you go. I prefer this one over the first. Oh, you mean as far? Okay, so all right, so Prism has watched it. Good to know. Angela Viola is back for more after last time. That's good to see. Can we get hype in the chat for 1.5k subs? Apparently that was a confusing thing in the chat, but all the same, thank you all for getting me to that point. Yeah, it's been a while since I've talked about like milestones or something like that. And there you have it. Oh yeah, decided that Gacha Review Watch that was coming back. Yep, fair enough. I'll be confused, but I comment most of the time. That's good to know. It doesn't make sense these days. What a little slide whistle yesterday. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so there's definition of that. More hype for 1k. This is the confusion part. Winter doesn't know what I'm getting into. Story of monster romance, I guess. Okay. All right. And yes, this hope should continue to be a good day, Ghost Kitty, or a la-di-da-da day, as one might say. Okay. Do I have guests? No, actually. Although I believe, Kadaba, that you were a guest last time, so if you're not busy currently, then by all means, hop right on in if you want. But yeah, no one signed up to be a guest this time. And for the new people here, usually how it works on Gacha Review is that whoever asked to be a guest on that particular day, if the first two that ask, they're the ones that get put through, unless they are the creator of the video, in which case they have a separate slot for them. There's like a whole set of rules behind the scenes to do with that. But yeah, as for today, no one's there you go. That's because yeah, one person has asked to join, so we have a guest today. All right, so let's just find you. Where are you? There we go. And Control-V. I don't have enough room on this desk for the keyboard. You'll all be pleased to know that we've ordered a new laptop, so I will not have to set up this PC with like everything else that I have next to it of every single time I want to move from one location to another. Every time I want to like try and, work on anything else. I was doing mutant goal stuff today, and I stumbled across a thing that I have to discover. I've had to learn a new technique in order to like make the scene the way that I wanted it to. And then I realized I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow and have to carry the stuff back up again because I don't have that yet. There's going to be another couple of days before it arrives or something. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. But hey, at some point towards the end of August, we'll get there eventually. So anyway, I sent the link. So now I'm just going to say, now I've got to get the video file. Ah, there you go. There's KW. I knew the timing was going to be right.
Hello. This is just since StreamYard is new, I forgot that it would like change like profiles and stuff like that, so I had to change the new one. I was like, wait, where's my old one? You know what? I'll just use my D&D character for now.
Oh yeah, because you changed your profile picture on Discord, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I changed it because I'm in a Yu-Gi-Oh! D&D session where lots of heavily lore is happening, stuff like that. I was like, you know what, just for fun, I'll just change my profile picture as my D&D character in that campaign and just see what happens. So it's a experimentation.
Yeah, fair enough. I want to see what your Harry Potter D&D character looks like.
I have not designed her because I still am trying to figure stuff out. Because we're using like a totally different system.
Well, I mean, sure, but you still probably have an idea of like what the character looks like, right?
Yes and no, because I keep changing my mind about what my character looks like.
I mean, to be honest, you could say in that case that your character's a metamorph magus. That's an option.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, probably have to run that one by the DM now. Then again, doesn't really affect too much, hopefully, in the story. Anyway, William's here.
Hello.
I have been trying to install an add-on for DaVinci Resolve for like the past hour and it has not been working, and I've been losing my sanity. So that's been fun.
I'm loyal to the Vegas lineup, so.
I used Vegas once, and I'm just like, how do I use this again?
Yeah, that was the way I thought about DaVinci. Actually, I tried it out. I was like, okay, I am. I have a vague idea of this, but I am mostly lost. All of the like automatic impulses I have for the user interface, I just have to relearn that. It's like, oh no, not now.
Look, I went from shortcut right to DaVinci, which was a weird switch. I'll say that much.
And yes, in case anyone's wondering about, people are asking about the laundry behind me. Yes, that is a tie-dye shirt, chat. You're seeing this correctly. I told you in the past, actually.
Anyways, I have no context as to when it comes to the last part, and that title alone from the previous stream, like just like that we covered, that you guys covered the first part. I was like, what? Excuse?
Okay, so here's what I remember from last time. So we have the main character Yuki, who, as a child/young teen, found a monster girl in the snow that was seemingly running from police. Couldn't speak the language. I say the language because I'm pretty sure they're meant to be speaking Japanese, but obviously the video's in English. So decides to name her Usagi, which seems to go down well. But then immediately afterwards, he gives Usagi a hoodie because to stay in disguise, so they can run from the police. Even though the police have already seen him next to the monster, so that wouldn't work because they would recognize him anyway. But whatever. So of course the police finds them because doy. And Usagi gets shot.
Wow.
And then we cut to present day. And then it turns out that, of course, that the police wanted Usagi because apparently something to do with maybe experiments or whatever, because the police have a very known science division. This is common
Yeah,
knowledge, of course.
totally.
And
In the United States.
Oh, that movie. Oh, okay.
it's
Now I
it's,
remember.
it's, it's in Japan, so
Right.
anyway.
Oh
So
my god, Bourbon.
what? Oh, yeah. Apparently, something about me reading caps lock messages more. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
because
no, that's
apparently,
nuts.
I guess apparently Bond was trying to figure out the way of spelling up tie-dye, and he found the answer. And I guess when you repeat your answer,
I know. I'm
Bond-
just messing with him
yeah.
now. I saw the rest of the messages. I was like, well, I mean, if he thinks I read all the all cap ones, I'm going to read specifically the one that wasn't in all cap. Anyway, anyway, as far as like the rest of this goes, then we see that Usagi apparently is fine and has now decided to take revenge on the police and, kind of proving the point about how violent they think monsters can be, sort of not really helping out there. That's kind of the same logic as Magneto has, and we saw how that went. So that's where we are right now, and that's what I remember from last time at least. And she still has the hoodie, despite the fact she's now taller, and the hoodie is about just as oversized as it was 3 years ago.
Then she broke free with another guy. She found the guy. Then she had to go return to the scientist guy. She died, but when they kissed, apparently there's a child that was born.
How did I forget all of that? That seems like the most bizarre thing ever.
What?
But okay, fair enough then.
What?
I guess we'll carry on. So Gosuke says we have Yuki, which means snow in Japanese, which is interesting because that means snow found someone in the snow. We have Ushida, which apparently means oh yeah, rocky rice paddy in Japanese. Yeah. It would have made sense if that was potentially something that had been offered as food, because I'm pretty sure I don't know if Gachaverse had the rice ball prop, but it's kind of similar. That would be as close approximation as you would get in Gacha, is what I mean.
Oh no, China's going on a strike.
What
I haven't seen anything. Anyways, let's watch the video. Without further ado, on with the review.
Why are people already on strike?
And then, of course, this is the thing.
I'm glad it's muted and I can't hear it right now because it's probably.
Before watching this video, if you haven't already watched
I'm
part
pretty sure it's
1,
copyrighted, so I muted it beforehand.
recommend that you do. Some things might come out confusing if you just watch part 2 by itself.
That implies that part 1 wasn't confusing, which is misleading, but there you go.
My brain hurts reading that sentence.
And here comes the aneurysms of the hour.
It's mainly because of the font, actually. It is that is definitely a choice.
Not the slide whistle. Not the slide whistle. Please, not
Speaking
the
of slide whistle, it seems like the text is moving like a slide whistle, honestly. OMG, does he think he's human? Human? I don't know, because it was glitching before. Look at his horns. Look at him, he's gonna break any second. I know, is this how Sun talks in Secrets of the Plex? Anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of accurate. Not gonna lie.
I'd rather kiss a frog than that. I'd rather. I guess you'll never learn. Never learn what? Yeah, I've seen part 1. I'm already confused. What?
I think that's the demon child, or the monster child, whatever you want to call it, child. That was get birthed by Kiss.
I see. So now, instead of I fell in love with a monster, it is I was the offspring of someone who fell in love with a monster. Not as catchy a title. Oh well. A lot of sequels focus on the offspring of the couple in the first movie, so I guess this makes sense.
Yeah, I'm already confused and concerned.
Yeah. And also, Bon, I know you add the effects. I'm just seeing if I can replicate the idea verbally. I don't know. I can't see the pencil being like a knife jabbed into his head. I do remember seeing a short film where someone got stabbed with a pencil once.
What?
Yeah, not the back of the skull, because that probably wouldn't have worked, honestly. Anyway. If you want to hang with us, you gotta look like us.
I'm so confused.
If you want to be my lover, you gotta shave off your horns. Really? That's it? Why didn't you say so?
Wait, what? I feel like this is a different design. Hold, I'm gonna look up part 1 real quick. You guys can play. I just need to double check.
Okay.
I think Aiden has discovered the allegory of this video.
Okay,
and William is
William.
trying to see if he can stab himself now. Deal.
Oh, God!
Is this Yuki? I think this is Yuki from the first one.
Yoshida, that's Yoshida.
Oh.
Oh,
it's
or
the-
not, that's Yuki. Wait,
No,
but I thought. Oh, wait, no, yeah, okay. No.
There goes my boy. How was school?
Okay, never
What
mind.
happened to your face?
It's the same child. It's the same design. I thought it was different.
Okay.
Also, I guess, of course, because hybrid, therefore must have heterochromia. Naturally, it is Gacha lore in 2018. So I guess the pencil was taken out, and the gash on his temple that was trickling down has been patched up on the level of the cheek. There are YouTube prank videos with more consistent fake injuries than this.
Wow. No, I had to get them right. They call it social experiments. That's what some people call
Nothing.
them.
I just hit a pole. You know how clumsy I am. Anyways, gotta go. I'm sleepy.
Was he trying to put like a hand, like put up to stop him from, like, you know, when someone runs at you, just like put out like a hand so that they keep running and they're charging into. Somebody was trying to do there.
Charging to the hand.
You didn't even eat dinner. Okay, custom background for a room. Interesting. By the way, I unmuted the video, so there is no music to this scene.
Are you kidding me?
Why is that keyframe better than today's gacha?
Whoa!
When I have said that MidoriStories was was one of my big inspirations at the time. Well, once I eventually discovered it, because I discovered it like halfway through editing Mutant Girl, actually. So
I'm learning about
but like
keyframing.
this is partially why MidoriStories was one of the first people to actually start using keyframes and custom backgrounds. And a lot of stuff that is done today. People are doing that stuff Rosie Closey and not Zoe and whatever, but no, MidoriStories was there before everyone else.
Technically, I'm going back to like stop animation, only using keyframing if need be. And so far, it's actually not too bad. It's like actually a lot easier, you know.
Wait, what do you...
So what I mean is that so basically I'm using like stop motion, so basically, you know, like actually moving it manually and stuff like that instead of like trying to do so much keyframing and stuff like that, you know, like use actual Gacha Club stuff, if that makes sense.
Oh, so you mean like the half walking, half teleporting thing that some people do?
Yeah, just because I just want to kind of go back to a little bit of the basics to try to do a lot better and just add only a little bit of key framing and color chroma to just here and there, just to, you know, so that way if there's something that I need that isn't in Gacha Club, there's that. But
yeah, I suppose if you want to do like a custom background afterwards, you could technically film everything you wanted for that scene on a green screen and just like put everything in one go. That's an option.
Yeah,
in fact, I think I did that a couple of times for some Mutant Girl episodes back in season 1.
I also actually learned how to mask. Woo!
Oh, you did! I mean, that kind of counteracts the going back to basics. That's an advanced technique right there.
It's a little bit basic mask, and it's not too bad, you know. Maybe I can do a little bit better, but it's not like it's like, oh, okay, yeah. It's like I did my very best, you know.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm glad that
was
starts
like-
catching on.
Well, I was like, wait, we're gonna do this. I'm like, wait, there's such thing as mask. Let's just test out masking. I'm like, oh, it's that easy. Okay, I'll just use that every once in a while if need be.
Yeah, there you have it. Fair enough. Well, in that case, if once we get to reviewing your Yu-Gi-Oh miniseries, then you'll have to like point out when those things happen, because obviously part of the point of masking is that you don't notice it. So I'll keep an eye out. Yeah. I don't think my slide whistling skills. We can have that kind of scoring now. I mean, it depends. While the characters in Secrets of the Plex does have the ability to like levitate others, so you never know.
GM.
Might kind of ruin the tone of the fight scenes, but it's worth a shot. Oh, all right, there you go. Okay, I guess Spawn have the same idea.
Wow.
Oh no, but that was for one of Aiden's fight scenes, like the Fallen Angels fight scenes. I mean, same idea, I guess, because people fly in those.
Yeah, I hope we did get like episode 2 of the Yu-Gi-Oh series done tomorrow. Just saying, not that out loud.
Fair enough. Oh, I guess Aiden's on board for that. Okay. Aiden's on board for slide whistles during combat. Interesting. All right.
No, it's the whistle battle. They have to play the best slide whistle music to win a prize.
I think the kid is going to try and move his monster features where he cut off his horns. See, if this had been like made after Mutant Girl, then they could have said like, oh well, just do what Empress did, hide it under a hat. But yeah.
Where did the glasses come from? You went down to the ground.
Yeah, from the floor. He did like duck down and retrieve them at least. Sounds very good candidate for slide was. That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Now that's normal.
Okay. What?
You still have the horns, buddy.
Yeah. What this? Is he trying to invoke the Clark Kent clause or something? Like, what? Is this how this works? You put on glasses and you seem like a different person. I mean, again, for Clark Kent, that works, but they've already seen him, and they already know what kind of monstrous features he has. So, no?
To be fair, horrors are pointy, so hard to hide them under a hat. I have found ways to hide stuff under a hat. Thank you very much. If I have horns,
If it was like a bandana or a do-rag situation, then no. But a regular hat, yeah, you can probably get away with that.
Literally, a cowboy hat, 707. Or like a top hat. Literally a top hat. A top hat would work.
Yeah, there you go. How do you pronounce that name? It's 3 syllables. I believe it's Aoi, but I don't know, KW.
I heard this name before in Japanese from a show or something. I may have to do one of those like Google searches.
Okay.
Just because
it would be uncomfortable. But who wears a top hat to school? No less. Me, actually. That was one of the things that I was somewhat known for in 6th form, and in Mufti days for secondary school as well. And at one point also, I told people in drama school that's something I used to do like every Friday, and then they requested that I bring it back for that, so I did that. I did it there as well. So up until like 2019, that was a constant look for me. Okay, this kind of feels like this could be a weird reference, but if anyone's seen like Disney's Tarzan, that's what this kind of reminds me of. And when Tarzan like puts on like a suit to try and seem more, let's say, more like civilized in quotes. I'm pretty sure it kind of looks somewhat like this. It's like, yes, this will disguise everything. A new wardrobe. That will definitely make me not stand out in human society.
Okay, so it's the name pronounces Aoi, and it means green and blue in Japanese.
Green and blue at the same time. Okay. Oh, that makes sense because Midori Aoi. There we go. It's. I guess we're going down the list.
Yeah, because Midori means
Green. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I mean, the Green Knight Tomi Midori was the name of the character. Also,
Yeah,
Izuku Midori
okay.
had green hair. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought it would meant something else, but because sometimes some of the Japanese words can also mean something else. So depends how you use it, if
Yeah,
that makes
fair.
sense. So. Yeah, it's great. Cool. It's been a while.
I do like this intro sequence, by the way, because it's very rare to see this kind of thing for a gacha production, because, well, especially for second part. Part 2 of a mini movie rarely has any intro, but of course for regular series you have just you have like the typical either like anime-esque intros, which has been seen in many MidoriStories stuff as well, or you have just like the intro from the beginning of videos, like, oh, you're watching this. Or sometimes like a song that people have found and used in Epidemic Pop 1 or whatever it is, like with all the other ones we've seen. But rarely do you get something that's just like this with no lyrics, obviously no like opening credits for people, because there's just one person doing this for the time being. But yeah, it does provide a different atmosphere. It's kind of like what I wanted to, what I tried to do for Through Her Eyes, actually, and not have like I did not have like a seasonal theme song, My Street style, because that's not always the best system.
Who is Melissa? Last name I cannot pronounce.
Schroeder, pretty sure. You can look that one up too if you want. I'm pretty sure it's German. But yeah, yeah, somebody who was here yesterday. Pretty sure has been here a couple of times before that as well. But yeah.
Okay. I don't know very much about German. Only thing that I know, apparently, my last name apparently is German.
Okay. I come back to see the word presence on the screen.
Well, it's presents because it's MidoriStories. Okay. Yeah. I'm just saying that this is like a very different type of intro for a gacha video specifically. Very bog standard for a lot of other stuff, but it is nice to see here as well.
How is he in love with a monster when the monster is dead?
Well, I guess I fell in love with a monster, and this is what happened afterwards. This is the after the ever after without the happily part.
The aftermath.
Yeah. Also, it seems like this has been like filled in by hand, interestingly, rather than like digitally, using like the paint bucket tool or something. Wonder what that symbolizes. Maybe it's just like the sense of like the blood not being fully there or something. Oh, I don't know. There's German and pronounced with an A instead of an O. But I don't really care how you pronounce it. Okay.
I'm just gonna call you Melissa Lycan.
Wow, okay. Hopefully you're an Afmouth fan. That will make 0 sense to you. Okay, before we saw it was going to explode, I thought we were like seeing the process of like, the fertilization of like the monster hybrid. Because we missed how the child was conceived, like physically. So, because it wasn't the normal way.
Dr. Kidden?
Hello, everybody! I have made it into another show!
Look, I have to make these references. I have to.
Oh, okay, so wow, it looks so amazing. That was a good thing for a split second before the camera operator fell asleep. Thank you. There we go. What was that about?
You really think so?
and now the camera starts like mildly panning. Okay, the camera of the operator's conscious now.
Do I look normal now?
Heck yeah!
Wicked!
Little do we know, all you need to look human is glasses and neckerchief, I guess. Well, if it isn't the monster kid. Oh, I think this is the son of Yuki's best friend from the first one, whose name I've forgotten.
I'm not monster anymore. I'm normal.
You sure are, man. This is the easiest conflict resolution of all time. Okay, but why? Okay, why is like why is the Draco Malfoy wannabe on the left still sneering if there's no problem with him anymore? Like it's like, yeah, you look so normal. We're not gonna tease you today. What is this? It's just something that's not right. Oh yeah, your horns. You know, the most obvious monster feature that you have. Oh, come on. Yeah, look at Draco's gnashes, exactly. There's pearly whites, yep. I wear glasses and people don't like me.
Oh, you wear
Well,
glasses? That's awesome.
Well, if you wore glasses to cover up heterochromia, which obviously would not work because they are glass, then maybe that would be different. I don't know. I don't know it all here.
Bro should have thought of like eye contacts, bro.
Dang it, shutter shot control the camera better. Sometimes there's like a little bit of like a pan across, depending on for different shots, just to be a bit more cinematic about something, just to make a different directorial choice, not just like flat shots all the time.
You know,
I can kind of get behind it to a certain extent, but it depends on like if it gets overused. For now, it's been relatively okay.
I like how it has said, "Hey, let me in," since William is gone. Hey, let me in, because he usually goes, "Let me in."
I don't. Okay, I know that I was like memeing last time by ignoring chat, but I genuinely can't see that from him.
No, I'm saying that I'm surprised he hasn't said that yet.
Oh, okay. All right then. Why is this interesting? Just grayish. Ah, the color of wisdom. Maybe you're a child of Athena. They look over my shoulder and they read it. Oh wait, hold on. This is the context. So I wear glasses and don't wear them. People don't like me either way. They look over my shoulder and they immediately turn off when they see me editing Gacha. At least they know what Gacha is. I've had to explain to pretty much everyone I know in real life what Gacha actually is. And I met up with Beanie Boy fairly recently as well, and he's still like bemoans Gacha as a joke, honestly. But yeah, for the most part, I just have to like start from scratch. Except for that one time that I was teaching a class in Leon, and one of the kids actually knew what Gacha was, but then, you know, deliberately pulled me aside and like said, like, I want you to know that I do not like Gacha. It's like, well, okay, you don't have to do anything after today. You know, you can continue with your life. It's fine.
Get under the car, then in, and god dang it.
Yeah, you're in the car. Get out the car. Get out me car. Anyway. That's not really normal.
I can't remove my horns. That's a part of me.
Well, if they were a part of you, like you phrased there, then they wouldn't be on your head. Since they are a part of you, separate words, then yes, you would be correct. Don't worry, we'll help with that. It's gonna be like one of those montages of you know in like cartoons where there's a character that's like a loose tooth for the first time, will like pull the tooth out for insert tooth fairy plot or something like that, and there's like a montage of them trying different methods. They get increasingly crazy to pull out one of someone's baby teeth. Yeah, it's gonna be like that basically. It's gonna like tie like a string or something and start like revving an engine.
Did you ever pull out your old baby teeth?
No, I waited because I didn't want to yank them out. Because why?
I'm sorry because like every time I feel they're a little bit loose and I keep wiggling, they just pop blood everywhere. And I go to my mom and she's like, "What did you do?" I pull out a baby tube.
It's like, well, yep, you did it again. Anyway. A KW German last name. What did I tell you last time? Anyway. I have the most common eye color of all time. My mother's eyes literally change color. Ah, well, she's the Metamorph Magus then. Interchange from green gray to blue again. Okay. Oh yeah,
my eyes do that too. Actually, my eyes change from green to blue, sometimes hazel. It just really depends.
My eyes have been a dark void of nothingness since I was born. The color was drained from them long ago. By which I mean in the womb, I don't know. Anyway. Oh yes, we'll help you with that by pushing you down to the floor and hopefully making you crack your horns, which would still mean they'd be attached to you partially on your head, just like King from the Owl House instead. Let's make the monster boy a normal boy. Let's get down to business. To rip off your horns. We'd give you a do-rag, but they stick out like the You are pleading for assistance, but assistance is not due. We milk a normal boy out of you. No, you're wrong technique. You're supposed to do it towards their head, not the butt. Why?
Oh my god, Vin! Why? Also, hi, Fox.
If only they used the tables. Oh my goodness.
Why hell the head no? I just want to be friends. I guess I can't be normal. I want my mommy, but I have no choice but to. What did I do? Dad!
This is interesting because like whenever there's like a soundscape, it's usually like formed like a bunch of people speaking all at once. But this is, I guess, a cacophony of all the things he said like during the time they was being he was being beaten up. And of course, another thing is that because gacha fight scenes were not impossible in Gachaverse to cut away and to make it a bit more abstract, I suppose. That's a good workaround for the restrictions that of the time. Definitely recommend that now in the age of Gacha Life 2 for sure. But back then it's like, yeah, of course, do it this way. It's kind of the reason that I chose to have like the YouTube terms of service joke in season 1.
I hate fire alarms too, Emily.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on in the chat anymore.
Yeah, this is like just correcting the technique. You're supposed to, blow up the horns with the tiny grenades. Anyway. Oh, that's why, because Vim was saying I should have pulled the fire alarm. And yeah, we know what the horns are. The rest of his limbs. Yeah, exactly. What color are my eyes? I've pretty sure, I don't know.
JW don't
like that, like they verge.
Fire alarms. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say they verge on black. There's a very slim chance they're a dark brown, but I'm pretty sure they're just black. Anyway,
what? So I'm not allowed to hate fire alarms too?
I don't know. Laser cutter. Yeah, that was more humane, honestly.
The fire alarm thing is a reference. Okay, but still, doesn't mean I can't say I also hate fire alarms because, yeah, I also hate fire alarms. Stop! Oh!
Yeah, that was one of the powers that Usagi had in the last one.
so sorry.
Don't touch me!
What did I do? Maybe I really am a
I'm a
monster.
literal monster.
Wait. Bob said the thing. Roses are
Yeah.
red. Kataya prickly. Holy cow! Now let's get it quickly!
I mean, did it really? Because this was not the escalation. The escalation was when they started beating him up randomly.
What's going on?
It's much to attack me! Oh, he has a tail now.
Hands up now!
Okay, I guess this school has security. Alright. Is this a university? Is this like campus security or something? I thought it wouldn't be in uniforms if it were, but... Anyway. Due to that damages, your fee is $2,453. You know, American dollars. I thought we were in Japan. Never mind. We understand. What will watch a child? Next time, the incarnation. Is that the same officer that shot his mother in part 1? I think it might be. But also, as minor detail, I like the fact that he like walks off towards the camera and not just like to left and right, because it's very easy trap to fall into keyframing just going on the 2D plane. Sometimes it is more appropriate to, you know, walk off in that direction. It depends. It kind of seems like we're in the middle of a street here, so maybe there might not be an exit where he was, unless they're on a corner.
I wonder how he did that, honestly, with MidoriStories.
Hmm?
How he made the keyframe where they went forward instead of, like, you know, side to side.
Oh well, the way around that is actually to that's just like it's like make the person like bigger and bigger as they get towards the end and to angle it down. I actually just did that edit that like a couple of hours ago for Meet and Go, in fact. But yeah, you resize them and you bring them down as well as to the right, and that will trick the brain to say like, okay, they're going diagonally forwards.
Also, Ghost-K, are you going to be okay? Do you need my special hot chocolate or anything like that?
Oh, this kind of seems like the I'll let you have seconds episode from Falcon University. I mean, it's interesting that he has no like physical like bruising or something, because if he did, then there probably wouldn't be reason to, like, you know, evidence to charge the other ones as well. But just
unless
as it
he
turns
healed
out,
quickly.
you know, unless there's no school cameras or something, they've got security, but they don't have cameras, because that makes sense.
Well, I don't know how much we know about monster powers. Maybe one of his powers is healing.
Maybe. I mean, you know, he's got the claws from Wolverine. Might as well take all of his power sets. Hey, don't cry. I'm not mad. And before you ask, I'm also not disappointed. I know that's proto cliche and I'm not falling into it. Next time, just tell me if something's going on at school.
Okay.
Now, how about we get some ice cream?
Yeah.
This is what I was saying. The school don't have security cameras. No, they cut the budget so they could hire physical guards on location.
Dude, the justice system isn't as good in Japan either, Ben. Like, have you not heard some horror stories in Japan?
I have. It seems like where one system, you know, this system is lacking, the other one compensates for, and vice versa. In some cases.
Wow!
Oh, hey, it's the killer track from Nightmare Time. I'm gonna turn this down a bit.
Please.
This is it. Okay, this is interesting. I'm pretty sure that I mean, it's very clear that MidoriStories has been using green screen for some time because of keyframing. But also, it seems like he's expanded the technique to include giving the main character green skin, so that you could actually, or any particular color, so you can actually like chroma key that out and see underneath this point. This is it's interesting this is being applied here because that's normally a visual reserved for intro sequences, and as I covered before, the intro sequence was actually very laid back in this one. Maybe this is meant to be symbolized like his torn down psyche or something. Maybe it's meant to be like in his head. If so, I would have kept the outlines of his head so we can see that it takes place within that, because I'm pretty sure this is going past a few of the borders of his face. Okay, so pretty sure that says here lies Ushida, not known till 2018, but it's been flipped. I didn't edit the video to make it. I didn't flip it over for copyright or anything, so this is in the original. Okay, I'm suspecting this is a copyright. So
yeah, and also I don't really like it. Sounds nightcore to me, like a very bad version of nightcore. I mean,
well, that is a very typical 2018 gacha thing to do. Existing song but nightcoreify to hopefully bypass copyrights.
In Jackson book, it is. Yep. Okay.
Anyway, so I guess he goes Super Saiyan whenever he starts drinking. Also, a butterfly goes past. This thing exists. I'm not sure where this all comes from, by the way.
Trauma?
There's probably green screen effects that are found somewhere, but I'm not really sure. That one definitely is. That one's definitely a fireball green screen effect. The memory of Usagi, which doesn't exist for the main character of the video now, so not sure how this is a visual that he has. Yes, that's right. It's me, your mother. Let me eat you. That's not a comforting visual of one's dead parents.
Akuma. It was a blue butterfly. Oh dang it! I forgot. Blue butterflies actually represent something. Actually, in Japan, I forgot what it was. I know this because a lot of like animes I would watch stuff like that. They sometimes have blue butterflies, and they're supposed to represent something. So I have to. Hey, I forget a lot of stuff about.
Well, it does prove that Midori does his research, even back then. This is me, your mother.
Okay, it usually is a symbolism for transformation.
Okay. Interesting that it was, like, applied after he transformed, but alright, fair enough. Oh no. Okay, what? Did he... Why would he throw a chair? What is... Okay. This is something that sometimes happens in gacha videos that I never understand, is that you see... You present like a parental figure as very nice to start off with, and then for some reason just flip the image, even though we're supposed to take both of them to be the status quo. It's kind of the same thing that happened in Klamai, actually. Where it's like one thing's like, oh, well, father's nice in one scene, but we're also supposed to establish that, oh, he's not actually so nice all the time in the same episode. It's like, wait a minute. This is kind of similar to that. But,
Again, that was a rush series, and it should have been books instead. I don't know why I went back and forth with it. So glad I'm going back to books.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting now because, like, you split that apart from the Misfits series, and now Misfits and Klamai are going to both run as books simultaneously with the same foundation. That's going to be a very interesting idea.
Yeah, it's going to be weird. Like, I've been trying to figure out if there's any changes I did do and stuff like that, but, like, it'll be fine.
Well, I mean, there must have been a reason you split the ideas to begin with. Like, you want to explore something separate from the other, so I guess, focus on that, on both of the things you want to do separately.
Yeah, I did. There was a particular reason. I think it was because one, I wanted for Misfits, I wanted to focus more on simple rivalry and not much on magic and stuff like that. While for like Cryptolands, it's more about like magic and stuff like that. I guess.
Yeah, I guess in a sense, Cryptic Lands, because it has like the two separate dimensions, it kind of like broadens stuff out. And Misfits, at least the first book, was all set in one specific location. You know, sort of like those stories where it's like, this city seems like it's alive, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, the city becomes a different character. Anyway, yeah, I guess now we're going into the parent tropes. It's interesting, like, you know, Midori has taken like a bajillion steps forward from the Green Knight, but seems to take, you know, just like a couple of steps back every now and then. I said no, Veruca.
Okay, so this is also something.
Oh, welcome back, Prism. Someone who's actually seen this episode.
Interesting.
I hate the alcohol equals abusive trope.
I'm not gonna read this whole
Not to say it doesn't
thing.
happen in real life, but they usually like, you know, codependent, like one causes the other. It's to my understanding. Let's have a season 3 and it's not this. I mean, I would hope not. Unless you're trying to say that, like, you want to give, like, William Afton, like, an alcohol dependency.
Why? Like, last time I checked with me and Ball.
That's why he set on fire so easily. He was covered in alcohol.
God.
Can you imagine if, like, Sister Location had difficulty levels? It was all depending on, like, how inebriated Afton was. Like, your reaction times are worse depending on, like, how drunk he is, and that's, like, the difficulty levels. I think there was actually a game back in the day that that MatPat did as part of a sponsorship or something that was meant to be to like visualize the effects of like different levels of alcohol in someone's body and then going home and like driving or something to as like a part of like a don't drink and drive campaign of some sorts. And yeah, pretty sure that MatPat did like most of the voiceover for that. I think it was behind the production of the game. That was like part of a partnership or something. I just have a vague memory of that. I don't know what the game was called. I played it once. It was an interesting one.
Okay.
Anyway,
Fun. Did you already told me this stuff for season 3, by the way, or is this something new? Because like I can't remember a lot of stuff because we keep talking about season 3 and then we're like, yep, we're good and stuff like that, and then you say something and I'm just like, wait, what are we talking about again?
You can have an alcoholic parent without them being abusive. You can have an abusive parent without being alcoholic. A stupid trope that's overdone. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you know, the two don't always have to go hand in hand. And although then again, I have seen more abusive characters in Gacha in general that aren't alcoholics. I haven't seen so many that are alcoholics and not abusive. That feels like the new the thing to explore, I suppose, in a sense.
This is new stuff. Oh, can you explain it in DMs then? Like, I don't mind if you're playing new stuff. I'm just curious what is the new stuff. That's all. Because I want to be in the loop. I just want to be in the loop, all right? Like.
Yeah, I think it was. I was actually going to give. I was actually going to give Evan from Through Her Eyes an alcohol dependency when that was first being developed, but. Yeah, there was A, no frame reference for that, for me at least, and B, not really time in the story to develop that. So yeah, no, he just had health problems and was perceived irresponsible. That was the most. Is this song still going?
Yeah.
Yep. I love how upbeat it is as well. It's like, yeah, my dad threw a chair in my face.
You have to see.
And now a cop's taking me away from this place.
Okay, that's fine, Bond. That's fine, Bond. Sorry. I just wanted to ask because I just want to make sure there's nothing like majorly changed or anything like that where I'm like, wait, we didn't talk about this. I don't think I'm okay with this, you know, because I hate when people don't talk about stuff and changing everything. And I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to be a part of this project. Why are you changing stuff? I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I'm saying when
no, because obviously the difference between like the role play versus the Plex versus the the new version. It's an adaptation that's been taken in a different direction by one person, so that's the difference there at least.
Yeah, so like, cause like here's the thing, like when me and Aiden were working on Grudges last season 2, and then tried to do a remake of season 1 before I changed it to books, he literally thought that Kendra and Duncan were like so much older just because they're from Magica, and I'm
Didn't
just
they
like,
both attend the school with everyone.
Exactly. I'm like, no, they age differently in Magica, sure, but that doesn't mean they're not like teenagers or anything like that. Like,
oh yeah, because we're talking about like the weird time dilation thing between Magica and Earthera as separate dimensions. Yeah, I mean, the way that I imagine that is that they aged however much to the same point of the characters within like the time frame of Magica, but possibly might have been born in like Earthera years at a different time or something. So that's oh well. Aiden's used to the no time rules of the Butterverse.
And then he didn't like the fact that like Duncan and Kendra were like ex-boyfriend and girlfriend, and I'm like, but that's part of the story and the lore, the reason why they don't like each other. Like
yeah, what other reason would they have to dislike each other besides that? I suppose.
Like,
I guess there could be other methods, but why change what works? Why fix what isn't broken, essentially.
Right? And so, like, at first I'm like, okay, I understand, but then I realized, like, oh wait, he's thinking they're actually this older and stuff like that. I had to tell Agnes and stuff like that we're keeping the way it is.
He thought that like the Jaded X thing, would have like mostly cleared up by the time they reached like adulthood or something. Okay. In some cases, yes, but I'm pretty sure there's like a superhero movie or something that I can't remember the name of, where someone like breaks up with a superhero character and she spends like her time ruining his life, and they're all adults. But with a few exceptions, most of the time that does tend to clear itself up. Anyway, what the heck is my sister watching? I don't know, but you're watching Gacha Review right now. Also, I love this phrasing, by the way. Emily, you fed the basement. Like, Emily's basement is like a living entity. Anyway. Even the music for the Lionsgate intro fits better than whatever that anime song is. Yeah, I don't really know. Oh, okay, so he's not being taken away. This has been like a few times he's got into trouble. Oh, and I guess he turned into Gabriel Agreste in his old age. Good to know.
No!
You can't unsee it now, can you?
No, I cannot!
Like, he's missing the glasses, but
My life is ruined! It's game over! Everything is just a simple reference now. You just can't unsee what you see. Like, you can literally trace what's happening. It's like no. It's like this. It's like you think you're eating like a chocolate chip cookie when really is a chocolate brownie, but they kind of taste the same because they have chocolate chips. You can't unsee that.
The texture of cookies and brownies is entirely different unless you cook them very bizarrely.
Maybe. That's how crazy my brain is right now. Is like it's crazy thinking because of this whole reference.
All right. It's like countries like with some breaks on something. Oh, okay, fair enough. My hair is so soft right now. Oh, look at that. My reflection's shorter than I am. I guess the mirror's smaller, if that's fair. Oh, now he's got an eye. Okay, hold on. So now he's patching up the eye that was the eye that he inherited from his human father. I guess maybe he's more ashamed of his human side, based on like how humans treated him than his monster side, because that's the one that everyone fears. But yeah, he wears it as a badge of honor. Maybe that's what it meant to symbolize. I'm just trying to rationalize why there's another eye patch in a Gacha series.
Why do I feel like he doesn't even have a horse anymore? What happened to his horse? He just like cut them off.
Which I guess that goes against what I said. If he's trying to cover up his human side, he wouldn't need to cover up the horns as well or the tail. That's fair. Also, skipping. Look, he has the Moana tail. Yeah, actually, his mother had that too. One of the things that I like about the monster genealogy is that in this case, Midori has used like the smaller tail, and that gradually like grows over time in Gachaverse rather than going straight for the gigantic tail. Because now the gigantic tail in Mutant Gods because it's meant to be super big and whatever from the get go. But yeah, that's that does and the horns growing as well. It makes sense as like the creatures grow older. Just like not a lot of people think about. But that being said, where are they in this image? Also, did he enlist or something? This is what this would want to be? Because he has a rifle in his hand.
Whoa, what is that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's Dr. Kidden.
Yep.
Oh, there's his horns.
Yep, and there's Usagi watching over him in a form that he would not recognize because he was not born when she died.
You mean Yoshida?
Was it Yoshida or was it Usagi? I can't remember.
It was Yoshida.
Oh, okay. And now we get another visual of the eye that was covered up, which, again, weird timing on that one.
Is the music still playing?
This is so MLB, actually. Yes, that's right. He put on an eye patch and became Pirate Noir. Now imagining like an alternate reality where Cat Noir is actually a pirate and he just makes a bunch of pirate puns instead.
What? How is that not an episode yet? I will.
I guess because we already have we already have like Luca and Juleka's mum, who's like there's like a whole pirate thing going on where they didn't need to necessarily. They had that covered.
Yes, so, but still.
Yeah, well.
Writing that fact, give me that fan fiction then. I want that for them. Send it. Why do I have to suffer?
Crawling in my skin. Anyway.
I wonder what Mom would do if she lost everything.
What do you mean if she lost everything? She was abandoned in the snow, being chased by police and shot. What do you mean if she lost everything? And also is dead currently,
I wish I could just go back in time and save you.
Marty, you gotta come back with me! Honestly, I am kind of down for this for like a time travel gacha story. I don't think I've seen a single time travel gacha story ever now that I think about it.
Wait, no! Oh no, that's not really time travel, is it?
Well, I guess the Guardians go from like past, present, future, but we kind of like retcon that by talking about the different dimensions and the logic behind that. So,
well, no, I meant that one where you were just about to react to that video that just got uploaded, but then on the very same day it disappeared.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, time switch. That's true. Yeah, that one's definitely yeah. I guess in a sense, that's a time travel story. I've got to make sure I still have that file, by the way, because I mean, hopefully it didn't get like purged when I was like moving through my computer and such. I hope I've got it in the expansion drive somewhere, because that is that is precious film material right there. Cannot be. Well, it can be replicated because I could just make the video again if I wanted to from what's in the review, but still, it's not the same. Ah, yes. I can help with that.
What do you mean?
You said you wanted to go back in time, right? You were talking to yourself out loud, and I happened to hear. What an incredibly convenient thing for the narrative.
Jacob, you just got your wish! We're watching a time-traveling movie!
Mm-hmm. And he kind of looks a bit like Doc Brown as well. Then I believe this is what you're looking for. Wrong yaw, by the way. Okay, so we have the importing of 3D props. Again, not a thing that I got from MidoriStories, but, you know, I'm glad to see that someone else was doing it around the time.
A gem.
This isn't any old gem. It's a magical spinning gem. It's a meteor stone from outer space that has the power to control time.
That's what we saw from the beginning!
Ah, there we go. Well remembered, actually.
My mama said it always has good memories, except for memories of school, because how much I hate school.
Yeah. This is quite convenient as well, yeah. Mr. Edgelord from Edgelordville get some therapy. No, get some like therapy in the past. But also, if he's going to save his mother, does that mean that she won't be reunited with Yuki the day that she died? Therefore, she won't kiss him, and Yuki won't give birth to him off screen. Where are going?
Wherever you're not going, you said that wrong, sir.
Yeah. You're most definitely binge watching Alvin the Chipmunks after this mess. Does that remind you of, like, time travel or something? Is that a thing?
Duck, it's
Simon, we will
yours!
go back in time and erase the time that Dave got injured, okay?
I am done! I am done with life! I'm just done! I'm done with the craziness! I am done with this movie! I'm done with the voice of Daniel Lashley! I am just done!
That's where it peaks for you. I thought it would have been the Oasis would have been your tipping points, but I guess it was Alvin and the Time
It was
Travelers.
almost my tipping point, but it's just...
I guess not. Like I guess that's maybe...
No.
My next
Here's
indie cat will be a chipmunk.
No. Here's the thing. I like the original Alvin and Chipmunks, like the original cartoon, not what they're making now these days. Especially like the live action movies. They're so creepy.
I mean, sure.
I know people are gonna say, "Well, what about Sonic the Hedgehog? Don't you think that's a little bit creepy?" No.
They fixed that. They gave us non-creepy Sonic after the fans demanded it.
Exactly.
That one's fine.
The chipmunks are just like, ew.
Back in my day.
Oh my god. I wasn't born in the 1980s!
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that movie is from the 80s. Anyway, I'll never bother you again if you use this. Mostly because I won't know where to find you because the timeline will have reset. Never! In fact, you may fix time so I never find this device in the first place. I really needed some extra security on this matter, but I don't have it. He's a very dumb time traveler. You gotta wonder if he actually has used this before or not, because he seems to be very new about this. Oh, now, okay, no, he is coming with them. Okay, fine. Then he'll have memories. Okay. Let's not say he looks like a scientist. Really very disappointing, you trusting scientist. Yes, that is very true. Now, think about the time you want to go to.
This is stupid.
Well, maybe we're just gonna say it, are we? I mean, what are we here for? You don't need us, clearly. That being said, I do appreciate the lighting and the glowing effects. This is the first time I've seen one of these. Yeah. Oh no, he doesn't go with him. But he was touching the gem, so why would he not teleport with him? Huh? Good luck. You're gonna need it. Back in my day, we had to fight dinosaurs to get to school. You kids have it easy these days.
Yeah,
That means you're
well,
rushing to change time.
back in my day, we had to fight aliens. And they were made before the dinosaurs.
I feel like he's gonna like bump into the TARDIS or something by doing this.
Oh god, it's just is giving a weird like headache. I can't even describe it.
Yeah, this name could give like a. I would give a trigger warning, but I have no idea what trigger that was. Anyway.
Epilepsy?
Eh. Trying to put our actual thing back when I didn't have ChatGPT. Potentially.
How far did you went back in time? Nana! There's body on the basis!
Oh my, it is.
Can I read it?
I don't think you want to eat that. Looks disgusting. Let's take the poor thing inside the house. And by let's, I mean you. I'm staying here.
And I spouse!
I love this literal demon child voice. Come on, Violet, bring it inside. I called you Violet because of the color of your horns and tail. I always eat bodies. And I leave my granddaughter sleeping next to unconscious bodies. That's a very normal thing to do. And I make Mario sounds too when they wake up.
What the? Where am I?
Yes, that might have been a Sonic sound.
Where are my pants, honey?
Okay, I
Where
know
are my pants?
Okay. I know that I made a Back to the Future joke before this video. Before this scene, I mean. When we mentioned time travel, and I made a Back to the Future joke then. But to point out, in case anyone is like, you know, the odd person out on the planet has not seen Back to the Future yet. There is a scene after the main character travels back in time where he wakes up and he is not wearing pants.
Yep.
So stands to reason that's what's being referenced here. If they call him anything to do with like what's written on his underwear, then we'll know it's a real reference.
Oh no. I decided makeup.
Yeah, it's just a shame. I was gonna say turn your head away from him, but I realized that you can't do that in Gachaverse, so yeah, no.
Horns. Tail.
She's a little monster.
Are you my mom?
Are you my mummy? Again, Doctor Who. Honestly, like in Back to the Future, that what he did wake up like beside like in his like mother's room. So that was like the scene where he didn't have pants on. So honestly, it could have been, but in this case, she does look a little bit different to Usagi, and I'm pretty sure Usagi did not have Violet's color to anything. So probably not. Also, she didn't speak English or Japanese or whatever they're speaking, so who knows? This could be Usagi's mom, this could be his grandma or something.
Huh? Never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm Violet, by the way.
It's so weird to ask like a 6 or 8-year-old kid. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even Marty in the scene where he wakes up and realizes he's looking at his mother's younger self as he's just waking up has more sense than to blurt out, "You're my mum," because he like at least goes like, "You're my mum, you're like he's actually like intelligent, like I can't say this out loud.
I'm Aoi. What happened? You got him. I came from the future, and now I'm here to save my mom.
Did he know to go back to this time period?
Nope!
Yeah, also, it's worth pointing out in Back to the Future, whenever someone travels through time, they don't travel through space. So you end up in the exact spot that you were, but just however many years or days or weeks before or after where you set off. That's how that tends to work. So potentially, if he's gone back in time when the bustling metropolis that he lives in was just a couple of shacks here and there, and had like open like green fields and bushes outside, he might have gone back a little bit too far.
You kids on the future?
At least I think so.
Come on, we gotta tell Nana.
To be fair, a very realistic like reaction for a 6 to 8 year old to have.
And now he's here to stay with Mom.
Is that so?
Sorry if this seems a little chaotic. But it's all true.
It's okay. I believe you. I'm senile, so I have no reason to disprove any of this. Feel free to do as you like.
Or just in general,
Oh,
or in the house.
Can I get some pants?
Oh my, I'll get them immediately.
In neither Back to the Future nor this was explained why they didn't have pants.
Uh,
Okay, here we go. So I guess this is the night that, Usagi left, I believe.
You mean Yoshida?
Ah. Oh, I'm remembering now because Usagi is like, I'm pretty sure it's the name of like one of the presets or something in Gacha. That's why I keep saying that. Ufa is my favorite character now, but it's so cute. Yeah. When Midori gets it right, he gets it right. I'll say that much. There's no Ushida unless that's the retcon. Usually that always had to be. Yeah, there we go. I guess there were other monsters that happened to exist around this time.
That's weird. I can feel another monster's presence.
That is a power that we monsters have, except for the fact that Violet didn't feel Aui's presence beforehand and just saw Beldy, so maybe that's developed over time, and it's not instinctual. But yet she's been on the run all these years, so how would she have learnt to do that if it was a learned technique? Nah. So he feels another monster's presence, but he hasn't like set out yet. So does that mean that she can feel Violet's presence too?
Where are you going?
I'm going to find my mom.
Can I come?
What about your Nana?
She can come too. We'll bring her as well.
I'm sure she'll be fine. I'll be back anyways.
Okay, not where I thought this was going, but sure.
You sure you want to come? It might be dangerous.
My middle name is Dangerous.
It's actually Janae.
Then let's get going.
Okay, and once again, I will say that I like the fact that so right now the characters are walking in place, but what's moving instead is the background. The background is what's being keyframed at the moment. It's another version of the technique, and believe me, not always ideal to combine the two of them. So picking one or the other makes a lot of sense here, and also the choice of custom background also is very apt and fitting. Again, Midori did push forward a lot of stuff, and I guess they kind of started here and not in Not Your Average Girl, which is fair, I guess.
So where exactly is your mother?
I don't know exactly, so I'll just wait for her at the house.
the house.
Well, hopefully.
Shh. Hide quickly. Got the
yes.
classic music.
Ah, yes, the ex-humans, the ones that were also after Ushida last time. That
Oh no.
seem to have the worst idle animation of all time. You know, backflips constantly. That
Oh
makes
no.
sense.
It's ex-humans.
Why is it X-human?
Basically, the police for monsters.
And how exactly are we going to get past them?
Don't worry, I have an idea. Alright guys, this is me and my humanly assistant taking a look.
All right, okay. Where do you get the fake where do you get any of these from, actually? Because of the fake mustache.
Wait,
but
the
yeah, I
last
guess
question.
anything else.
Don't mind us humans, we're just being human. Harness!
The tail. Oh no, never mind.
May be careful. There's monsters out there.
Okay, we'll be careful.
See, this is a more effective disguise. He definitely got his disguising a sense from his mother, not from his father, because the hoodie was just a terrible idea in general. No, they came prepared this time. Kudos. Also, kudos to Midori because again, like I was saying, like around this time in Gacha, a lot of people were trying to do like funny scenes, but most of the time it boiled down to lol random humor. Rather than like this is situational humor and a very rare example of it at the time. So again, another thing that Midori kind of sort of now people are starting to see why I took inspiration from this guy rather than like the Green Knight days of old. It's weird to think it's the same person behind that, but then that's where we did the evolution. I wonder when humans started to have tails. Also, a Kevin McLeod alert. I do like Kevin McLeod took all my vids down. And yeah, that would be a bad dream for sure. It just makes sense that they would be against humans and not monsters. Yeah, you think so. But anyway.
Okay, kid. We'll stop here and head to the house tomorrow.
I need to look into different, like, lighting methods, honestly.
Kid?
Her hair is going to catch on fire. She should not be sitting that close to an open flame with that hair.
I mean, it's better than Queens, right? I mean, because of...
I mean, honestly, yeah, it is better than Wings, because the Wings, there was such a fine material that would have burnt to a crisp in mere moments. Yeah, that's true.
I hate myself for that, where I was like, okay, be careful, don't let the wings touch the fire. Don't... It barely touched. No one's gonna know that. No one's gonna know that. No, it'll be fine. The next day. Oh, be careful. Oh, be careful. No, it touched. I hate you all for noticing that.
This is why I'm like the inner voice in like Gacha editors' heads now. Because I notice these things. Starts with the Icarus moments. If it had been the Icarus moments, then Icarus would have survived. He wouldn't have to fall into the ocean.
Sleep time. We get quite the day ahead of us. I hate you for my mistake. No, I hate you all that you knows my mistake. That's what I made Bond. God dang it.
Also, now think about this. He gave himself like an extra day to get to the house. Did he know that he would arrive at a location like away from
No,
the house? Like, did he know it was
No.
going to happen when he time traveled?
no.
So then he shouldn't have given himself like an extra day. He just does, because all he said was imagine a time. He could have imagined the time that, you know, the mother was about to be kidnapped or something. So then they're like, okay, no, you got to go back. You got to stay there, or this will happen. Same thing.
Alright, we finally made it. Since we made it kind of early, can we explore? Oh, wait, that's Violet.
Yeah.
Since we made it kind of early, can we explore the city? Please!
Fine, but we gotta find my mom by sunset.
You know, that's another thing that there's another thing that you don't normally have in gacha videos. Actually, is like a ticking clock. That's a very common thing in like shows and movies to give like to raise the stakes for something, but it's very rarely applied in gacha at all. The problem, of course, is you can time travel and you gave yourself an arbitrary deadline. Owie, so it doesn't quite work here. So close. Need a reason for the eye patch. Well, again, I'm thinking that
None of my characters. Oh wait, I think you're trying to do it.
oh yeah, they're quoting me. Okay. Yeah. Reminds me of that app when during a prop hide and seek mini game. Don't touch. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Actually, the don't touch the fire thing.
Okay, you have to send me that video, Ghost Kitty. I want to know what happens.
Like void frame, what the frame wasn't talk about something. Well, I mean, if you find the white void frame in editing, you're normally going to take it out anyway, so that probably would not have made it in. I imagine.
Can we go now?
Again, I referenced the TARDIS earlier. What are they doing now? Going into a telephone box.
I don't see why not.
Oh, never mind.
Wow, so many books!
And I will say this again. I do love the selection of backgrounds here. Not sure if these are free picks or, you know, from somewhere else. I'd have to check in the description to probably find that out. But hey. And also, I guess, custom magazine there. Not everything's custom there. It's just the one that's like in a hand. So Runaway Craze is something a thing.
He always poses in my videos on curse frames, says Spawn.
Yeah, I can't read what it says on there, but I could definitely read this. Yep. Can definitely read that. It was your Gravity Falls themed drop hunt video. Oh, it was Gravity Falls themed. Oh, I gotta.
Okay.
Now that I've seen Gravity Falls, I should watch that one again.
I still haven't watched Gravity Falls.
Ah, there we go. Now we see it. Okay. Is Chucky a think? I don't know. What is a think in this context? That's not a noun. What to do when you meet your ex in different text colors for some reason. Men love confident women. True. 50 tips for going over the edge.
The funniest.
Male confessions behind the scene. Behind the scene of what? Is there a show called Male Confessions in this universe?
Probably. And why are they in the food store? Were they looking at comics?
That's a good point. Yeah. What happened to them? I mean, I guess because I guess the video didn't think to like zoom into the other background that existed already. I needed like this particular angle or something. I suppose. By the way, there's black text at the bottom there somewhere. It's like spring and summer.
The funniest thing
spring and
is
summer
never
trends
just...
always be one step ahead. It says at the bottom there. Why would any magazine write in black font on a black dress and black trousers?
Because
Why?
they're stupid.
Okay.
Do you need to eat a bar of soap, Emily?
That was reference to apparently there was a joke that we wanted to make that but you can't on this channel. Not sure what that was in reference to, but maybe I don't want to know.
Why are you buying books at soup store?
That's a fair question. You know, why are you buying books at a food store? Yeah, what store are you in? That's a real question we have to ask ourselves right now.
I've had soup.
And of course, because it's not part of the background, it fades down at a different rate to the rest of the images, which is weird because the Gacha characters seem like they're pre-rendered to the background, but not the book. I want to see that again. Let's see.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Yeah, look, like, the background and the characters are fading at the same rate, but the runaway craze thing is like it's not. It's a different thing altogether.
Go into the next aisle. There's just more. Oh god, the meme.
They're going through the whole. They're going through the whole thing.
Yeah.
In the wrong order, of course, because this is what started. But you know.
Mom, let's play it. Come on, hurry up and let the line get longer.
That was some clever staging, by the way. For not for the clever staging was for, like, showing like the Ferris wheel from the top, from like a low down angle, so that you could avoid having to frame other people. And now you have what I presume is like a cutout background of some kind that was attempted to be chroma keyed over in some way, but because it wasn't originally a chroma key, then it was kind of hard to do. If I were doing this nowadays, I would say, you know, obviously you can mask this stuff and you can just like cut out for the background that way rather than have to do whatever resulted in this. But then again, I don't know what technique that was. Because I see the background moving in the
This is so cool.
it honestly is. I suppose now someone has noticed her and just standing there. This is like an Aiden DeBest style intro for character. Like, I've been standing here the whole time. Did you not notice me as I don't move into the scene?
I think it's about time to start looking for my mom.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. There's a woman with like white hair and red horns in the background.
Oh, I didn't see her.
Well, wouldn't it be interesting? You know, the one who could sense monsters knew where you were the whole day. My train is smarter than mine. Referring to Midori's a he, but yeah. Again, this is why I've been saying all this time that there's a very underrated gacha tuber.
But honestly, I don't think you need to compare yourself because you have a different editing style, you know?
Yeah, also, I guess like you're somewhat like restricted by the source material in a sense. It's not like you could have a scene of the characters on a Ferris wheel, for example, without looking, without having that not make sense. But it also goes to show that sometimes, you know, when people complain to me about you know, complex visuals or something and how you know, something can be done very simply and I get the same message across. Well, sometimes you can, but it's not always the same. Because that whole amusement park scene that we just saw does not forward anything in the story whatsoever. It was just a fun detour that happened during this time. Should they have been a day early? No, but since they were, Midori took advantage of that and, you know, gave us something that, you know, did not need to be as complex as it was, but we appreciate it nonetheless. It's one of the few YouTubers I can actually see when people say, oh, wow, this is so smooth and so well put together. And I think that people actually mean it in the comments. And I can actually see where they're coming from. So I've seen that comment like Lee Trescott vision back then. It's like, what are you talking about? But this.
Oh, okay.
This.
I'm not. I'm not comparing. I'm trying to praise him. This is visually pleasing to watch. This is Gachaverse. Like, Easter Sea Invocation currently will be on these years of Gacha. Okay, that's fair. I just want to say that you just have a different editing style, so don't compare yourself because you two have different editing styles. But now I understand where you're coming from, so don't worry. Also, I am sitting weird in my chair. I just realized. I have like my leg on the chair, right on top of my hand, and my shoulders like lean against the back of my chair, and I'm using the back of the chair as a pillow.
Can you turn on face cam without moving from that position?
Yes, I actually can.
Okay. Oh, all right then. I think I can't actually move you into the center like I used to.
Oh no.
Ah, well, never mind.
It's fine.
Let's see what I can buy. Recommend myself as trying to say this computer is way more advanced than mine was. I mean, but that obviously like depends on like everyone's personal opinion, because obviously with creativity, you go in like different directions to each other, and so that's kind of like a hard thing to say when someone like more creative or not. But it just depends. But yes, by Gacha standards, this is what I truly think was the pinnacle of Gacha editing of its day.
Like, honestly, Vaughn, like, if you're planning to do more stuff that's not just the sequence and effects, I cannot wait to see more of your creativity.
Yeah, this is true. This makes me want to go back to watch more of some other MidoriStories these videos that weren't just Not Your Average Girl, because I mean that one took me different places back in Musical Season 1. But yeah, it has been some time since then, and quite honestly, now there's some stuff that all the stuff I've seen like they've done in MidoriStories, actually I know how to do now, because I just mentioned before, the way to improve the Ferris wheel shots. This kind of thing's like, okay, selections of different backgrounds. That's something I bet they've been doing for years as well. It's kind of that's not what I want to go back to viewing Not Your Average Girl, because it'll be interesting to see, what I thought was like an almost impossible standard back in the day. Now with the current knowledge that I have, and think to myself like, oh wow, okay, well maybe this would be something that can be attempted.
Sorry, I just got scared by a Discord ping in a Discord server.
Oh, okay, all right then.
Oh, okay, you are doing something original too. Ooh, so excited.
Mm-hmm. The story wrapped around a funny concept. That's good, because we've seen what you can do with horror. That's
yeah.
I'm interested in your aspect of comedy.
Yeah, I don't want to be too late. She's right behind you!
It's like a pantomime.
Okay. Well, look at the bright side. We get to beat the guy who hurt my mom.
Yeah, unless he shoots either of you.
Yeah, let's beat him.
Oh my god, his parents are literally right behind him! I saw the dad!
Oh look, here she is, I guess.
It's a horror. Hate to break it. It is horror. Hate to break it to you. Play! And here we are. You just... I hate this. Okay, now I'm hating the movie. I hate this movie. Are these characters blind? Like, I get it. You have an eye patch, but you can still see, right? And you have another set of eyes. You can clearly tell that was your mother.
I wonder if you like align these like part 1 and 2, and we can see like how much of this has been recreated from different shots. Kind of like in Prison of Azkaban, the movie, where you get to see like how like the two different times line up.
Yeah. That's like,
and it's just like shot from different angles.
Like, that's one of the reasons why that Thor movie is like my favorite, because it's like those like shots and stuff, like it makes it so good, because I'm like, I always wonder how it looks like in the book. Like, my imagination goes crazily, but sometimes it's hard when you're like looking at the words, being like, wait, how does that work? How does that work again? So like, seeing it on screen, it's like,
Yeah, that is the benefit of movies when they do their job right. Like in that example, sometimes movies will butcher that kind of idea, and there have been plenty of Harry Potter movies that have butchered the books that they were adapted from, but that is not one of them.
Right.
I've mentioned before that, well, maybe not on Gacha Review, but another person that I take inspiration from for Gacha content, actually, weird enough, is Alfonso Cuarón, the director of Prisoner of Azkaban, because I've referenced him like a couple of times
Right.
in like some Gacha scripts or something, and I always get like weird looks from Aiden or someone's like, "I know who is this person? What do you mean by that?" It's like, don't worry, if you need to ask, I'll explain that. It's like, in this scene where like you fade the camera through the glass or something, and that's the visual that you have. It's like, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, like seriously, like the third movie was so good. Like it's probably one of the best Harry Potter movies.
Yeah. And it took me again until very recently to realize how that effect was done. Now that I know how to do it, I put it into a script because that's just what I do. So yeah, now that I've seen all this, it's like, okay, well, next project I might get more creative selecting the different backgrounds or something, and not just using the gacha ones where possible, and see what that kind of idea takes me, and different like moving backgrounds and I barely applied that technique.
You confused Emily during Final Break episode 2. Because that's what Emily said.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Did I reference Alfonso Cuarón in that one? Yeah. Okay. For example, yeah. Like, I know that most people don't know the name Alfonso Cuarón, but they know the movie. They know Prisoner of Azkaban, so at least they have a frame of reference in their minds most of the time.
Let's go.
It's monsters.
Yeah, you can have that. I just realized that.
Not this time. Yeah, I think I voiced these two last time.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot. Sorry about that. You must be the boy monster who should have what? Oh, the boy monster who still have to mend the lab. Yeah, that was a thing from part 1 as well.
I'm your son from the future.
Oh, you're just gonna come out and say it? You're not really usually supposed to. Oh, is he gonna take off the eye patch now to prove his identity? It's like, wait a minute, you have my eye, and the other eye is Ushida's. That must be. Or not. Then that means... Well, I mean, you can imply that, I guess the mother's Ushida, but, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, I was born from just a kiss.
Yeah, you gave birth to me. Figure out how that one works. Yeah, thank you. Does that mean I gave birth? Asking the real questions.
Where is my mom, by the way?
I guess no answers. Fair enough. You're too late. It's past sunset, the time you said you were going to find her. So, She got mad and ran off for some reason. Oh, yeah, that was right. There was the whole, like, fake argument or something from last time.
Oh no, am I too late?
That was the paper. Which is more coffee stain than you would think it would be for a note that is meant to be recent.
We gotta go.
Where? Do you even know where you're going now? What? Who? Is that meant to be? No, oh, we're just asking random people. Okay.
Yeah, because that's how it happened.
Ah, so this is a you can't change the future. It's a closed loop. The map, the magical map. I mean, same Harry Potter movie, I guess, but not quite.
Water's map.
Exactly. Have you seen a monster? Have you ever seen a monster? Come back here!
That's what it got me, but it did. Like, I don't know why. That was just funny.
Yeah, again, Midori is one of the only people who actually manages to properly convey situational humor in a gacha video. And honestly, that's not even like a recent thing in here. Even in the Green Knight, there were some things that were funny for the intended reason. Not many, but there were some. I think it's over. My multi senses are tingling. I'm not even gonna try and guess what that means.
I can feel mom's presence.
Can you show where the closest nuke is? Why?
Why?
The Green Knight always gets me. There.
This way. Why does it sound like we're in Legend of Zelda?
No! Don't! Wait! That's one thing that, honestly, even MidoriStories back in the day was just not able to do. Convey a proper running speed in Gacha. Or a proper distance to stop, like, when someone's about to shoot someone point blank. It's like, no, you don't have... How did he not notice? Oh, I guess now we don't have the Ushida's Japanese voice actor who says Yuki. Oh, wait, that was right, because that was only on the baby voice. Okay. My mummy senses are tingling. As well as that power, excuse me. In the Amazing World of Gumball, that was a joke that they made.
You killed my mom. But why?
It's like, I don't know. Who's your mum? You haven't... I don't know who you are. It's all a part of my master plan. Or should I say, monster plan?
Oh no. You promised to never bother me again.
When did I... Oh, it's the same guy. When did I say that?
Oh yeah, I forgot! You did use Doctor Inducement Smash for this guy! Oh god!
Yeah, I used Dr. Fitzgerald for this guy, but then I used Dr. Kittens for this episode. It's like... Ah, yes, so you've recognized me. I can drop the accent then. It was me all along. Oh my goodness. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's like, when did I say that? In the future. Well, then I haven't said it yet, have I? Oh yeah, I guess not. Hasn't your mum taught you not to trust strangers? Wow, okay, maybe he's the Draco Malfoy wannabe. Didn't Mummy know to teach you not to trust strangers, Potter? Oh right, she did before you could wipe your nose or something like that, I don't know. Oh, yes, he does say that. Okay, and now his eyes have vanished behind his glasses. Oh, it's like that anime effect where the where like a character will like have like the reflection of the light across like engulf their entire glasses. Oh wait, I forgot she was dead.
I'm gonna kill you, old man!
Interesting that the old man in the future gave Aoi the means to go back and reverse what he himself did. It's not like his past self was supposed to have known that was what would have happened, unless this isn't his past self and he actually traveled forward in time to give Aoi the time device and then came back to finish the job. But then he couldn't have known about Aoi's conception if he came back, if it was his future self that came back and did the job, because he wouldn't have been there to witness it the first time as his past self. So then how would he know to come back is the real question. You know, I guess I'm trying to see why we don't see time travel gacha videos a lot of the time, because people don't know how to make them for some reason. Take care of him, boys. I guess his name is Old Man now, and not question mark. Ah, yes, and by take care of him, I mean put a blindfold on him and put him on his knees. That works. Oh, I guess I mean everyone except for him. I'm confused now. Now it's time for the plan. That's right, the 2 gemstones, both of which I possessed from the beginning are now mine once more. Why did I give one to you if I was going to take it back and use it for myself? Why not just use it for myself? God, why? I understand why gacha tubers don't do time travel.
The power Kazami!
By the way, not a good use of this beard if you're going to have the mouth over the top of it. What? Why?
Alright, welcome back, Ben.
Yeah, and then he's going to swallow his own mustache now. But also, let the power consume me. I don't think he knows what that word consume means. If you're going to have the power consume you, then you're going to, I guess, like, it cease to exist. What you want to do is consume the power. You want to be the active subject of this sentence, not the passive one. Anyway, it's nuke store for North Dakota, because oh no. Violet sodas them all, sharing is caring. No, she sodas them, that's anyway. You're like, yeah, that's what you meant. Okay.
No,
English lesson with Jacob. Yeah, this happens more often than not in gacha videos.
No, Ghost Kid is saying, behold my blindfoldinator.
Behold, my blindfoldinator!
What does that do, Dr. Doofus Merch?
It's very simple, Perry the Platypus. It's, they could talk now for some reason. It blindfolds people. I don't know what to tell you.
You know there's blindfolds already.
What? When I was a child, I was bullied for having glasses. And so now I make sure that no one in the tri-state area can see anything anymore.
It's like, wait, we don't wear glasses now.
I use contact lenses.
Right, okay then.
It's what I did until I invented the visual correctinator. That solved all my problems. Wait, why am I doing this? You can go, Perry the Platypus. I don't need you anymore. I'm not going to take off that stereo like this. No, I'll do something else.
Incredible AI could never. I mean, thanks. I've watched too many of Dan Povenmire YouTube shorts, I guess. Did the old man said of the Aoi to the past to get himself to get the crystal? Yeah, the crystal that he gave to Aoi. What? And if Aoi had a crystal inside of him that was different to the original one, he could have just retrieved that from Aoi in the future. And also, it seemed like he didn't have any other crystals with him, so he also could not have gone back in time without one of the crystals that he mentioned. Unless he has a third one that he's not showing us right now. That's already part of his power set. Is the gem that's in like every single monster or something? They just so happen to only find 2 monsters because he's the leader of the people that hunted all the other monsters. What even is this? Yeah, your power's consuming you. That's what that means, idiot.
No, you just became the Red Hulk?
Yep, and now you have no epidermis. Well done. Closed. This is a nice way to visualize the transformation sequence, at least. And now we can stay away from it in a very lovely manner. Oh, okay.
Whoa!
Okay, I appreciate the creativity here as far as, like, you know, again, another,
Wait,
like,
wait, what?
Yep, another crystal, I guess, that they also seem to have.
Okay,
can
just
now,
get like, I need to know what's gonna happen at the end of this. Like,
it can invert the footage, the colors of the footage. Okay.
Just keep playing.
Oh, I think they teleported out so it wouldn't get squashed immediately.
Ailey? What happened?
We teleported you guys away from the professor.
And why should I believe you guys are here to help?
I didn't say that. I said we teleported you away from the professor, and you're at a different location now. I'm clearly telling the truth. The name's Miles, and I'm a spy. A spy is a spy is a spy is a spy.
What?
This is my partner, Daniel.
Well, I guess I should just believe while I can. What is happening?
Yeah, people say that they're spies. They clearly are trustworthy. It's not like spies make a living off of deceiving other people. No, of course not. Gonna make dinner with being background. Okay, good. I think Spies Forever live in September. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I forgot they're performing that live. I keep forgetting to like book live shows for Tin Can Bros and Star Kid.
Really?
He's on his way. We better hurry. Everyone head inside here.
What? Wait, whoa,
It's a portal that takes you back to wherever you were before the timeline was interrupted. So, as if nothing at all happened, they're going to teleport back to the exact place that they were, aka right before Ushida got shot. That was when the timeline interruption was for her, or like where she left to go and get shot. So, what was the point of all of this? All right. I guess Rico is. Yep, he's fine with it. I guess you two can go next. Does it only work if you like come from the same time point in the time as somebody else? And that's why I have to go separately. But Rito was already part of. Anyway. You don't remember this, but you threw a chair at me once, so yeet!
I'm sorry, Dad.
What's even happening? I'm so confused. Yeah, like, why was the filler portion of this episode the best part of it all by far? Now we've gone from Midori being a case of like, okay, some moments of it's like a decent like character chemistry writing in the Green Knight to like, you know, visual innovator in this particular video, not so much the last one, but a little bit in the last one, to now representing the importance of story over visuals. Somehow all wrapped into one. Anyway, why are you apologizing?
Back in my timeline, we didn't get along as time went on, and I never got to say.
It was mostly Yuki's fault, in all fairness.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, future son.
Thank you.
He plunges a knife. See you in the future.
See you in the future.
By the way, the portal should have been resized. It is, like, smaller than they are.
I did all this for you. And it was worth it because I got to see you. I never felt so happy.
There you look at. Spawns and throws chair. Yes, exactly. He's learned. He's learnt the art of chair summoning from his monster power sets. Yep, of course. The name of Irene is this plot. You guys hold a special place in my heart, which is still inside of my body thanks to you, and it wasn't shot out and splattered everywhere. Thanks for making me and Yuki parents, which is not his doing. They decided that, and also
Thank
now
you
they
for
haven't
being
kissed.
involved.
He's not going to be born. We're just glossing over the fact that they have not kissed yet. I mean, sure, Yuki knows that his son was born through a kiss from Ushida, but I mean, they haven't done it at the same time. Is it even going to be? Is this how is this what like regular conception does, where if you don't coincide sperm and egg at the exact point, it's not going to be the same child at all? It's like
We'll just have to wait and see.
I guess we will. Hurry, the portal's closing. Oh, that's why it's so small. It's because it's supposed to have been resized. Well, in that case, I would have done like a jump through, because I think there were a couple of jump poses in Gachaverse, so you don't just like have to like walk through. Unless you unless there was a way to like shrink the characters alongside the portals, if like the gravity was pulling them in and then warps the space around it. That could have been another way to do this. Also,
What about you guys?
Well, we're actually from this timeline, so we don't need to go anywhere, quite honestly. We plan on taking on the Professor. Can't guarantee you'll make it alive. If you do see us in the future, then we survived.
I'll fight the Professor. I want you two to make sure everyone makes it safely.
But they did. They just did make it safely. What?
Task play! We'll see what happens!
If you insist. Here, take this.
What is it?
It's another crystal, of course. Anyway. It's the fusion gem. It has unknown powers, but it might help you. The fact that its powers are unknown is not a good sign, so we don't know what it does, actually. It might do nothing. Unknown powers does not mean that Deus Ex Machina necessarily. I feel like this is like the wild magic trigger that Nathaniel has, for example. Was like, okay, this could come in handy at some point. However, they could also cause a meteor shower, which did almost happen.
Thanks.
May Lord Obey be with you. That's a thing that.
They just vanished. Okay.
Yeah, they're just gonna leave the child here as well.
Now what? Get in the portal before it closes.
But I'm from this timeline. What do you mean?
And leave you to die? No way! Are you serious? What about your Nana?
We can bring her too. I said this earlier.
She'll be sick if she finds out you're dead.
So you won't tell her. I'm kidding. Okay. Oh yeah, we just want like the father before actually. Yeah, make the victim take the gosh darn flames. Same thing else with those spoiled brats. Oh yeah, that's true. The spoiled brat cliche, which I haven't talked about too much on this channel. Need to find a couple of those videos. Anyway, This is the name of that type of music. Which music are you talking about? It's just gonna.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I guess they were trying to find something. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it was this. I forgot what that stood for now. You can't hear anything, like from the stream or from the videos. We paused it. Yeah, could you hear that? Could you hear the what?
I just went to check on the stream. They can hear us. Besides, you shouldn't care about me if you
Oh, the Prowler theme. Okay. I think that's just called a leitmotif, actually.
Fine, if that's how you feel, I'll just go.
Portal closes in her face. Well, I'm stuck here. I'm really leaving. Yes, please go. I'm doing it. I'm taking a step forward. I'm gonna do it. Do it. I'm going. Then go.
Do it!
He's like, okay, I'll do it. And portal closes. Well, I'm stuck here now. What a shame. Okay. I don't care if I die, but no, it's sad.
Yeah, my voice is actually kind of dying right now. Doing these voices.
Okay. I don't care if I die. If my nana gets sad. I'd rather be the only friend I ever had.
Oh, that rhymes.
You were my only friend too.
I thought he was going to throw her into the portal for a second. I mean, he probably could, like, pick her up and toss her, honestly. But also, they met yesterday. This is kind of like jumping the gun a bit, I think.
I guess that's all that.
Yep, please, I'm by your side.
This is the scene with Angels 4 where they talked for hours, like having 10 minutes. Yeah, exactly. And Bond's now incorporated my top hat, which he found out that I used to wear today, into the rhetoric.
Agreed.
Okay, interesting new form of...
I have the power!
This one you can use with two people, you know, making contact. They didn't even arrive in the same position they were before. Oh, okay, no, the power is fusion. Okay, I see.
Oh!
Again, if the character... The problem is that Aoi already had heterochromia, so, like, the idea of, like, the two eyes together doesn't work in this context.
Okay,
Oh,
not gonna
okay.
lie, they're pretty. I look, not gonna, they look pretty. I like, look, okay.
I wasn't questioning that. I was waiting for you to, like, say the line. I was...
Oh, yeah. What the heck did we just fuse? But what I'm just gonna say is, I know, like, Aiden or someone else, part me in the show, gonna be like, oh, it's still disgusting. No, this is like, mwah, mwah. Okay, I don't care. I'm sorry. I like this design. It just speaks to me.
Hey, look, some people like the fusion designs. You know, like the Steven Universe fandom, for example. In fact, Steven Universe himself was obsessed with it at one point. So, you know, kind of makes sense.
I just like it.
Oh my god, this is so cool!
This is wrong on so many levels.
I like how the different like poses happen in this as well. This is actually something that Team 4-Star played around with for the Boo bits, actually. Where like for example, like the scene where Goten and Trunks fuse into Gotenks for the first time, and they're trying to figure out their name or something. Where it's like, well, you know, this is Trunk 10 is mostly Trunks with a little bit of Goten, but Gotenks is, you know, it's just a little bit of Goten with Trunks, and we both know how this stacks. Yeah, I know. It's like, we'll go with Gotenks, but I owe me later. I do. Like that kind of thing. And that was not in the original, that was just a TFS thing. But I like that idea of fusion where they like talk to each other, but with more or less the same voice, but they adopt other mannerisms. That's an interesting angle to come about this from. Probably a less lone existence as well. Wouldn't have worked for Steven Universe because that would just been like Garnet's entire thing. The entire time was like, hey Garnet, why do you talk to yourself constantly? What do you mean? I told you he'd figure it out. That would have been worse. Fun fact, never seen a single episode of Steven Universe in English. Ah, yes, please. Silently roar at me. I'm so intimidated.
You're ready for a beatdown.
Also, Owie-let. That looks like it says toilet, honestly.
Jeez, you really need to brush your teeth, old man.
Why is there no music? This would have been so good with music.
You must have forgot the most
Forgot the
important
most
rule.
important rule.
That
Monsters
monsters
don't
don't
die so
die so easily!
What if monsters don't die so easily?
Oh!
Oh, it was copyrighted and so it got removed entirely and not replaced. Of course. On YouTube, there's an option to replace the audio that I would definitely recommend in this situation, considering there was no voice acting over it. If there had been voice acting over the song, and the remove song feature had been present at the time, which it wasn't, then I would have suggested that, but no. Because that's an option we have nowadays. Back then, with no voice acting, just play a different clip, because, wow. That does not work so well silently. And yeah, it was kind of a short fight, but I kind of think that it only could be because I imagine that whatever monster creature that was, like whatever like 8-bit idle animation thing it was only ever designed to do those two specific things, like that one strike. So it didn't have any other options to use. I guess I also grow heads too, but that's not really useful outside of I guess aesthetics.
Anyways.
These effects are awesome. It's like, I mean, they're okay because again, I can see how they were put together, but again, for the time, they're very, very innovative to like even combine like other game footage or I guess like other assets like that into Gacha as well. Because I mean, I say this all the time about Gacha's limitless potential, but you know, we really haven't filled in the blanks with as far as like video production goes. And yeah, Meteor was one of the first people to like see that problem and realize like, oh wait, there are solutions around this. Let's do this.
Speaking of Street Pop, she is actually learning not to use so much bright colors. Like, oh my god, my eyes are finally going back to normal every time I look at a design.
Yeah, she still hasn't properly adopted the idea of making a script yet. But you know, we're getting there. I think them using that power with the sound of Bond's slide whistle over it. Yeah. I think
no less bright colors.
Yeah.
Less.
Yeah,
where it doesn't hurt your eyes as much. Where like, yeah, they're so bright, but it has like shading and details and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't like redesigned them, but just try to give her an example. Like, see, I'm using bright colors, but yeah.
That's it. Looks like time has taken. What does that mean? Time has taken part. Taken part in what? Was time a character? Or taken part of something? That is not a sentence. I hope the whirl apostrophe D will remember this, Owie. Oh, no, remember this, Owie. There's no comma.
Is he dead?
I don't know. What will the whirl apostrophe D be without him, if he is? Yes, I know Violet. Hold on. How does one person survive a fusion and not the other?
What?
First and only friend. Who is talking right now? Because it seems to be like that's something that Owie and Violet said to each other, but they were both referenced in the third person. What is going on?
What? Just keep playing. Don't stop. We need to know the answers.
I'm letting this play out. Let's see. Okay. So now I guess. Okay, so I guess you apparently Owie must have survived. I guess. Have a good first day of school, son. And now Yuki wears glasses in this new reality. I guess.
Love you.
I guess he decided not to. What? Why does he have glasses now? Why was that a timeline fix?
W2, see ya later.
Is someone proposing in the background? Ooh.
This is one of those typical anime things where the guy seems like this most prettiest girl ever, and he really goes for marriage.
Yeah, but this is the main character, right? That's the random extra in the background.
No, but Brock does it too, though, in Pokemon. Every time you see a pretty lady.
Yeah, he's also a main character. Who proposed at school.
An anime.
Yeah. I will say the other extras have reacted to it at the very least. Oh, the slowest moving football in existence. I'm like, what is this contraption? And it fades before the rest of the video. Okay, maybe it's the opposite problem. Sometimes when I see, non-pre-rendered props and stuff, they usually fade like after the image fades from somewhere. But no, Midori has the opposite problem. He fades them down too quickly, actually. That's what I found with the book earlier as well. That's why it decided to go transparent. Anyway.
Hey, Patrick, pass the ball!
Remember. Okay, no. No. Right. Let's do some hashtag quick maths here. So let's say that Violet was 6 to 8 years old, as we estimated at the beginning of this video. Not the beginning of this video, but at the beginning of like her introduction. Let's say that Aoi, of course, was not conceived, so he would have been 0 years old. 6 to 8 minus 0. What would be the age difference between these two, and would they be at a school together?
Well, okay, but wait. I have a theory, though. Whenever they somehow change the timeline, so therefore, she might have been born around the same time as Aoi, if we think about this.
But the timeline part that was changed was after she was born. That shouldn't have been affected.
Well, they did fuse, didn't they? So they could cause issues.
Does fusion change a person's date of birth? Does it change the younger person's date of birth to a later point in time?
It could. You never know.
I feel like I do, honestly. I feel like I really do. This is why Gacha tubers don't do time travel videos. I understand now. I have seen the error of my ways.
Oh no, Bon, oh no, oh no, they're gonna go French. Okay, I can explain this. Okay, here we go. I have logic, okay? This is logic, okay? Right. So here's the thing. Everyone went back to time, whereas, the Doc Brown, we're gonna call him, because why not? Certain monster, right? Here's the thing. They said it's a gem with unknown powers. All they knew it was fusion power, and other powers. What if that power could be altering a timeline, which they changed all things, especially dates of birth?
But why, though? Why would it feel inclined to do that?
Because guess what? Time traveling, we do not understand it for a really good reason.
Just no. That was a solid attempt, but no. This is not my Aoi. Well, this is the Aoi, but not the Violet, that's for sure. Maybe she's a different
Violet. Maybe she's a different Violet. Maybe this is Violet.
But then why would that trigger his memory of her?
Because she looks like her mommy?
who would have been only 6 to 8 years older than her? That raises even more questions. Oh look, we're on a balcony now at sunset. Why? Who cares? Okay, I guess we next. I will say at least for as far as like not having to backface characters, good idea to like fade them into silhouettes so we can imagine either way.
Wow!
Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, I can't deny that I have made it a meme for most of my channel's existence to put my name in the credits as many times as possible for my own stuff as a joke. But yeah, here we go. Once MidoriStories moves on to doing voice acting stuff, then you see a lot more of his name in the voice credits.
You too?
Okay, great comics. I don't know about that actually. Never heard that name before. For the amazing fan art. Wait, what fan art? I didn't see any fan art. I guess that was from the previous episode, like the part 1. There's still more kind of. Oh, okay, sure. All right then. Yeah, because exactly. That's probably what happened to the action music. I'm old. I touched Magic Rock. Now I'm old. Wow.
Is it gonna be April Fool's
So
joke?
the action music held in the background. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, no, I gotta rewind and check this now. Wait a second. I was too focused on the other. Yeah. I need to see this. So yeah, freshman passed the ball. Okay, no. We need to check this. That was barely a bounce as well. I mean, okay, I see what you mean. It does kind of look a bit like Miles, but not that much. I don't think he had that hairstyle, did he?
Anyways,
no,
let's see if there's
quite.
anything at the end.
Yeah, alright, let's see. Thanks for watching, and let's see. Oh, look, more gems. That's what we needed. Oh, this was the Nobe person from before. Foolish mortals! Your end is on its way!
I think there's already voice acting.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's a robot. I was giving it Marek's voice. Foolish mortals, your end is on its way.
So, wait, is there a...
Oh, there's the family. Okay. Okay, the fact that you recognize this tune means it's definitely copyrighted, so I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna mute it. Okay.
It's from
guess
the Sonic Colors.
I like how so much of this fan art is just Ushida because, and yet she spent most of the time dead in this one. Because I guess this was obviously fan art was made after part 1 came out, so that's just inevitable in that sense.
Because all around, I'm running wild, living fast and free. Got no regrets inside of it.
So yeah, okay, that's the end of the video. So this was interesting. Oh wait, hold on, I actually got a kind of question from Bond first.
Yeah.
How many lines now is Venom from Treat Bob's vid? Actually, fun fact, I asked her about this today to make sure that if I had forgotten any lines for that video. You know what? I'm just going to read the conversation because it is.
Oh god.
It is interesting. So let's see. So I said, by the way, are you missing any lines from me at the moment? I can't remember. To which she responds, yeah, I can't think of more to write for you. I say, so I'm all caught up then. She says, yep. I say, oh, good. She says, hee hee. Wait, are you going to be doing them? Then I say, you just said I was all caught up. What's there to do? She says, okay.
This is why I don't think she's a college student. Like, look, when I know some. Okay, here's the thing. Like, everyone knows that my voice sounds pretty young, so a lot of people would guess I'm like, a teenager and stuff like that. Until I didn't actually say my age and stuff like that. Which I get that, but you also know for a fact I am, do try to be more mature and stuff like that, blah, 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 learning and owning my mistakes, stuff like that. With Tree Pop, though, however, she sounds so young. She sounds like 10 or 12, because I actually heard her voice. The way her grammar is just god awful. I'm sorry. Not to very people, it's just god awful. And it's just like... And the way she just sends those messages to Jacob, or when she talks to me or whatever, it seems like, I don't know, maybe she have ADHD or something like that, but I don't really want to lead towards that because it's just like, I just generally cannot tell. It just feels like she's more like a kid, Kato, you're not one to talk. I know I said like my voice sounds challenged and stuff like that. I have bad grammar, but I do try to be more mature. I own up to my mistakes. I actually am trying to do a lot of like adult responsibilities and stuff like that. Even though I do like...
Yeah, it's only stories that don't make sense, not her regular conversation.
Yeah, it's just like her conversation sounds like what she's actually putting in the series, whereas that my conversations and my actual series, seems more not adultish. Is that the... Well,
I don't really know, but I think you've established that. Yeah, I think we know what you mean.
Yeah, it's just the difference between me and her is that you can tell I am much older than what I sound like and stuff like that. Well,
yeah, like you can tell someone that you're older than you sound like, and they'll believe you. Tree Pop can tell us that she's in college, and we're like, press X for doubt.
Yeah. That's what I mean, basically. That's what I mean, Bond, if that makes any sense. I'm just trying to explain why I have a hard time believing Tree Pot and what's the difference between me and her, if that makes sense. So that's my best explanation.
Yeah. You're going to count the grammar mistakes oh, right, you're talking about from the comment, we're talking about the video. Because I've got to go back to the video now, of course, because we have got to... Oh. Well, there we go. That's the thing. Stealing my lives. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I hope I make like actual sense when I mean like why I just don't believe in tree pot stuff like that, even though a lot of people have guessed I was a teenager or stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways, the pros and cons.
Yeah. So the pros for this. For one of the first times, I guess a little bit of like the part one as well, but for one of the first times I can actually say that MidoriStories is moving towards what I have been promising you have moved towards this whole time, like the innovator that's ahead of his time, that is overlooked in the wider wider range of all the GachaTubers that now get praised for how far they take things on at least a technical level. And you'll be able to see that, particularly with the scenes that mostly didn't need to exist. But for once, even though those scenes were mostly pointless, apart from the fact that in the story they kind of detract from that, because why would you have bothered in the first place? Like you at least that they were definitely the best part of the episode, the amusement park little portions actually. I guess now I can say, having watched the full thing, that they do serve a purpose of bonding Aoi and Violet together because they didn't have much time to become friends. Although it does still, I still think even despite that the line of like, you're the only friend that I ever had, I want to stay with you, I don't care if I die, that's still too extreme. Which I guess leads me to the point of the story. Because again, if you have to choose between vision and story, always pick story. And unfortunately, it seems that MidoriStories at this point still hadn't fully like grasped that, I don't think. I mean, there's plenty of like foundation from a lot of anime and very much deeper research about some of the inner symbolisms and ideas. And MidoriStories is one of the only people that consistently sets his stories in Japan, and it doesn't feel gimmicky. Like it actually feels authentic because of how much goes into that, rather than just a case of like, oh yes, I like anime, therefore I will put show in Japan. Like, yeah, there's that mentality too, but you can tell between that and like, you know, say like random other gacha tuber that has done that and it's just like, oh, I'll just give everyone Japanese names and, you know, do nothing else on top of that. There is a difference, and that is here. But yeah, like I was saying, story-wise, it fell apart the second the plot kind of kicked back in. It's almost like, to be honest, I would love to see. Well, actually, you know what? I say I would love to see MidoriStories take on like a slice of life anime where something is not so hugely plot heavy, and we could just have like some of the character interactions like do some of the heavy lifting for us, and some of the visuals of just like situation things of one episode. But then I realized that is quite literally not your average girl, and that's what I started out watching MidoriStories with. So that makes a lot of sense for me.
Yeah.
So the person that you actually do want to see continue to improve. And here we are. We saw like one of the first major jumps it's, you know, for not just for MidoriStories himself, but also for the gacha community as a whole, I think. Yet despite that, there is still very clearly room for improvement.
Yeah, so that was because like some of the character designs are like not too bad. Like the story has potential. I feel like it could have been improved upon a lot better and stuff. Have it more make it sense and stuff like that. Maybe change the things here and there. But and like the animations, the visuals were pretty good and decent. You know, it definitely had improved a lot for sure. Like Jacob said. The only cons I really have, it looks like, is one of those things where the project got canceled because it did seem to look like it may have wanted to be continued, but decided not to, which is kind of disappointing. And
I don't know. I get the opposite impression. I get unnecessary sequel impression. You know, like Matrix Reloaded style. You know, where there was.
I guess so. It's just like the credit scene made me feel like there was going to be a sequel, if that makes sense. But I could be wrong. And yeah, like there's some things here and there that it just was like, what the actual heck is happening?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really all I have.
Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah, I was going to say something else. I forgot what it was now. Oh yeah, time travel. If anybody wants to do like a time travel gacha story, because I mean, my goodness.
I want to see if I can do better, but honestly, I'm probably going to most likely fail.
Just end up with chaos. Well, maybe that's a project for the pair of us, actually.
Maybe.
But yeah, I guess we'll save that for another day. For now, we both need to go and watch something else. I need food. So yeah, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe to us already, and next time we talk about MidoriStories, it will be Not Your Average Girl, and I'm very excited for that. Don't know when that'll be exactly because we don't do ones, but yeah. On that note, until next time. Oh, by the way, no stream tomorrow because we've got guest staying.
That's fair.
Until next time, farewell.
Bye bye.